Hey guys, what's up? It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to Ho 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 Month on my channel. Notice anything different? I'm in light again. Yes, I finally got some new lighting in my room, so now you can see me in glowing thing, in glowing fashion. There's still, you still could barely see my posters, but hey, I can always illuminate them with a flashlight. So you guys know me. Anyway, this is a movie from 2008. It's a sequel to one of the most beloved Christmas specials of all time from 1973 or 74 called. It was originally called The Year Without a Santa Claus, the original, not the remake. This is the sequel called A Miser Brothers Christmas from 2008. There's only two actors in this movie that came back from the original. That's the voice of Santa Claus, may he rest in peace, Mickey Rooney, and the voice of the Heat Miser is the actual original voice of the Heat Miser from the '70s. So he came back. It aired. It was distributed by Warner Brothers under the Warner Brothers Premiere label. The rights holders of the post 1974 Rankin Bass Library and Toronto-based Cup of Coffee Studios. That's why the animation looks different. It's not little puppets. It's like claymation a little bit. The hour special premiered on ABC Family, now defunct. It's Freeform now, December 13th, 2008. And yeah, Mickey Rooney and George S. Irving, who's 86, reprised their roles as Santa Claus and Heat Miser. Snow Miser, originally Dick Shawn, he passed away in 1987. So rest in peace, Dick Shawn. Was voiced by Juan Chiroran. He's a Canadian actor. He does okay. And while Mrs. Claus, voiced in the original by Shirley Booth, who died in 1992, was portrayed by Catherine Disher, who's that's another actress I know. That's um close. Wait a minute. Catherine Disher. Is she? Oh yeah, she's in the Good Witch movie. She's Martha Tinsdale, the mayor. So she's that chubby lady from the Good Witch TV series and the movies. And yeah, also this is the last Christmas special to feature Mickey Rooney as Santa before he died in 2014, as well as the last time George Irving voiced Heat Miser. He died in 2016, so may he rest in peace as well. But they did their best for doing a movie over 30 years later or 40 years later. They nailed it because the original was in the '70s. This was 2008, so it was over 40 years later. Got some decent ratings in 2008. It made 3.7 million viewers in its first airing, as determined by the Nielsen ratings. It was also nominated for Best Animated Television Production produced for children in 2008. So, what's the plot of this movie? We'll get to that. It's the feuding Miser brothers attend their family reunion with Mother Nature. She was in the first film, and their fellow siblings North Wind, Earthquake, Thunder, and Lightning, and the Tides. Northwind passively asks Mother Nature what would happen if Santa would be unable to complete his duties on Christmas. She responds that Northwind would take control instead. Self-absorbed and vain, Northwind becomes fixated with the idea of replacing Santa to achieve it. Yeah, there's some songs in the movie, not as memorable as the first one. They do sing "I'm Mr. White Christmas, I'm Mr. Snow," but I'll sing that next time. And also "I'm Mr. Heat, I'm Mr. Heat, I'm Mr. Green Christmas, I'm Mr. Sun." And for a guy that was in his 80s at the time, uh, whatchamacallit, what's his face? George S. Irving did a really good job because in the original he was like in his 30s or 40s, and he really did a good job. Patricia Hamilton did Mother Nature. Um, Susan Roman is Tinsel and Dr. Noel. The two elves from the first movie are not in this one, and also the kids and Southtown, that's not in this film. It's a standalone sequel. It's connected to the first movie, but it's its own sequel without repeating the first movie. And while the Miser brothers fight each other, I know I have a brother I fight with all the time because he just sometimes he's an asshole. What can I say? But the film does have it just has a cute feel to it. See if I have a poster of it. I did like the film for what it was. It didn't top the original, but it has its charm. Yeah, here's a picture of it. This is what they look like now. It's not as bad as the remake that came out 2 years prior, which has live action actors doing the roles, and I'm like, you got some people that are good in it, but it's just awful. It's like 2 hours long, and it doesn't have a plot. It's got the same plot but done with padding. This is pretty short. How long is it? Like it's about 45 minutes, I believe, and it doesn't take up too much of your time. It's 45 minutes. Yeah, it goes by quick. The voice acting is really good. You know, like I said, for what it is, and it's got a lot of charm to it. And if you've never seen it, see the first one, The Year Without a Santa Claus from the '70s, and then see this one, and you'll be all caught up. And it's not a long investment of your time. Seeing both films is about equivalent to like 90 minutes, so it's pretty short. Uh, yeah, and I do miss the actors that are no longer with us here, like George Irving and it wasn't his last film. He did a short in 2013 called 37. The guy, he lived a long time and he had a long career. He did over 30 acting roles. His first role in 1955, and he did a good job. Like for what he had to do, he nailed it. And I do miss him. I miss Mickey Rooney as well. He did over 200 films. I loved his films when he was a kid. I loved him when he was older in movies like Phantom of the Megaplex and Night at the Museum, the first one. And the third one, he looks like he's dying. It's terrible. And I also loved his singing in like Pete's Dragon. The really charming actor. I miss him a lot. Juan Cheerman is fine. There's some characters kind of get underused, and you know it's not as good as the first one, but it's fine for what it is. This guy's still around. He's doing, unfortunately, next year he's doing a movie called Sneakerella, which is a Disney Plus movie. But I'm already done with Disney Plus's stupid movies. I saw Noelle, I didn't care for it. I saw Secret Society, I hated it. So I'm not going to see any more of their musical fantasy films. I'll stick with watching Mando. I'll stick with watching the Marvel live action shows that are coming up. That I'm seeing. They're bullshit stuff for kids. Unless it's animated or something I know, like Mickey Mouse or Phineas and Ferb, I want nothing to do with it because I've seen the Cinderella story done many times, guys. You're not going to top it. But anyway, back to this. Yeah, this guy, he's a Canadian actor. I like Canadian actors. A lot of them are very talented, very funny, very charming. The women are beautiful, and he's Hispanic, but he's fine. He does what he could. And the movie, like I said, it's not too long. So if you've seen this, if you stream this online or see this on YouTube or something, it's worth your time. At least one watch for the holidays. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's cute, and the songs are fine, and it has a nice message about brotherhood and about working on the same side to get something done, and it's fine. But thanks for watching, guys. Keep this short. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.